Hey everybody, Michelle is here. 3/5/2023. Just doing some reading, of course, and doing some contemplation. And some things just popped in my head after I reading something about well, let me just not give any names to what I'm about to say so that people don't think I'm giving medical advice, because I'm not. All I'm giving is experiences so that I can help people, because that's my duty and responsibility. And I love doing it because I just feel like that's what we ought to do, because I've been through a whole lot of things, and if I can manage to get out of it, I know everybody else can, and so that's why I like sharing. But when my parents died, one in 20, early in the 2020s, let's put it that way. It took a long. My family is still dealing with that. Some of them, the loss of the parents, and not willing to accept it, and this and that and the other. And it's so kind of surprising to me because how people are before things happen. They give you this impression that they can handle anything, and that nothing bothers them. They're strong, they can manage it, and this and that and the other. So I was kind of shocked of one sibling, how they are just not coming to grips with it at all. And I'm like, wow. But I don't interfere with that, because everybody has to go through what they have to go through. Everybody has their own stages of dealing with grief. Basically, it's basically just the loss of something. And people can get in those kind of state of minds with the loss of anything that's valuable and meaningful to that person. It can be materialistically, it can be animals, it can be people, it can be a job. And you know, I mean, when I in my 20s, I think early 20s, when I was just trying to discover who the heck I was, I put myself into counseling. Because at the job I had at the time, they offered that through a medical program. Where you can and it was free too. And so I basically went in there, because I didn't know what I was feeling. And there was a sexuality thing. It was the pressure of this and the pressure of that, and so are going to be going through something, and there's a reason for it too. So that's why you don't I just don't want people to get so wrapped up in worrying about it. People think you're crazy. People think you're delusional. People think you're making up stuff. And you know how people say, well, why don't you just get over it? A lot of people say all kind of things, and I wish I wish we only knew how sometimes we make things worse. Because I think some people do mean well, but they just don't understand. And that's why I say empathy is so important. You need to be able to step in someone's shoes and see if you can experience what they've experienced. In most cases, you can't. So that's why you can't just necessarily tell them to get over something if you don't know exactly what they had experienced. You know what I mean? You got to think a little differently, because there's going to be a lot of loss. A lot of people have lost their homes. Like I said, my friend, my associate, I should say, lost their homes, their jobs, and their health is, giving them some issues. There's just so many things that could be going on with people. And meditation did help. I know I'm not going to stop stressing meditation, because meditation does help. Meditation helped me get over things. And like I said, if meditation can work for me, it can work for you. It's just about the no thought. Because what's causing all this is our thoughts, actually. It's how we're thinking about stuff, and how we're thinking about the loss of somebody, how we're thinking about this. It's just how we're thinking. And that's why you have to challenge stuff. Because not everything that's in your thoughts is relevant, actually. And it may not even be, you may think, well, why am I holding on to this? In other words, it's just a lot of garbage. Not garbage, that's being cruel. But, well, it's true, garbage in and garbage out. I mean, a lot of people say that. I mean, you can use that concept if you want to. Or I wouldn't say negative or positive, because like I said, you need negative and positive. So you don't want to be trying to split that. So if you want to go with garbage in and garbage out, you can, or create your own terminologies and stop using other people's, so that you can be a genuine, humane person that's real, and you're not piling on everybody else's idea of what a human being is. Create your own human being, humaneness. And as long as you have some logic, rational and reasonable thinking about it, you should be fine with that. But I know a lot of people are going through a lot. I know it. I can sense it. This sensing and receiving, I pick it up. And so, and because I care, I'm going to do what I can to help. And sometimes people don't even know that they're even sending out those kind of signals, that kind of energy. They don't know they're even doing that. And so that's when if I'm picking up something, then if I can help, I react and just kind of offer some comfort, because that's what I do, and I love doing that, because like I said, I've been through a lot myself, and I'm like fantastic, magnificent, wonderful, everything in between, despite everything going on, despite everything going on. So I just want to say that everybody's going through something, and you ought to be. If somebody tells me they ain't going through something, okay, then somebody's not telling me the truth, because everybody's going through something. Everybody. Now, the measure of it is individualized. You just don't want to get too low, though. Always be neutral about stuff. Everybody has health issues. I've had so many damn health issues, but I know, I just know what to do now. Sometimes I know what to do, and I'm not gonna say any more about that. I know what to do now, and so that makes things a little bit more manageable, and because you don't want to get yourself too extreme, too happy and too down to the end of the ground. My mom, we used to deal with that with my mom. Just be all, ready to party and inviting everybody over to the house. And then before the night is over, sometimes she's mad and she's cursing people out, tell them to get out of the house. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. But those are the best experiences. I don't want to change none of these experiences that I had. Whether people consider them good or bad, or whatever they consider them. You need that kind of stuff. You need experience. Experience. You need it. Anybody that attempts to avoid it, then it just makes it harder on you. You need experiences. And our health ought to, if no one's having health issues, now I question that as well. Especially when our water, got issues with the water, with the air. Come on now. All these train wrecks on the tracks, where they're spilling all these chemicals. I personally think we're in a civil war, but that's just my theories and opinion. Time will tell. Time will tell. So, yeah, because I get headaches sometimes. I get stomach aches sometimes. Backache. I get it all. Because I do kind of work a little hard. I work a little hard outside. Sometimes I just go. I read a lot. Sometimes I go hours and hours of reading. But I enjoy both of those things. That's why I do it. But, you just need to be neutral. And anybody who wants to reach out to me, you can reach out to me. I'm just being real honest. You can email me. You can DM me or anything. And if I can help, I will help. Or tell you, and be real honest with you if I can't. And tell you probably need to see your doctor or something like that. So anyway, I want to send peace and love. This is turning out to be, a relaxing Sunday. No real issues per se. There's always issues, but it's nothing I can't handle. It's nothing I can't handle. So, all right. So everybody be good to each other, be gentle with each other, and I'll be back.